Hey guys, Karasif here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the RKF Kamen Rider Calibur Jaou Reed set from Kamen Rider Saber. This is the Rider Kicks figure of the evil Kamen Rider Calibur that lets you change him between his Jakku Dragon and Jaou Dragon forms. This set includes the figure, a weapon and accessories, as well as parts to change him into his alternate form. So, let's get started.
Ankokuken Kurayami. Kurayami Honyaku. Hikari Ubaishi Shikkoku no ken ga Reikoku Mujou ni Ankoku Ryuu o Shihai suru.
First off, we'll start by looking at Kamen Rider Calibur's default form, Jakku Dragon. His base color is of course purple. It also has bits of black, silver, gold, and a little bit of red mixed in. Starting from the head, we can see the biggest thing that stands out about is the metal mask that seems to be bolted on, with these red slits for the visor. It also has this kind of dragon horn sticking out the right side, as well as a horn representing or resembling Ankokuken Kurayami sticking out the top, which then runs down into the chest and the back. Getting down to the chest, we can see that it has more of that same metal armor, a whole bunch of bolts to just hold it on in place, almost like the dragon has been kind of contained within it and corrupted. You can see said dragon's head here on the shoulder, though it is only just painted silver. But you can see that the mask of the dragon very much resembles that of Calibur himself. You see some nice gold and black details down the side. Some silver ribbons on the wrists and ankles. You of course have the Calibur driver with the open book. It has the Hisatsu holders on the sides, as well as a sort of tattered side cape. He very much bears resemblance to Saber's default Brave Dragon form, but these resemblances are also differences in that they definitely kind of show that he's really meant to be kind of a dark counterpart to Saber. Articulation-wise, it's standard for an RKF. Got a ball-jointed head, though the movement is a bit limited by the collar. The shoulders go in and out, with hinges for the shoulder pads. Rotate 360 degrees. Have a bicep swivel, single joint elbows, wrist swivel, ab crunch, a hinge for the side cape. Legs go forward and back, in and out. Have a thigh rotation, single joint knees, and ball joint ankles. Now for his accessories, the main one is obviously his Ankokuken Kurayami, which is molded in a nice purple plastic with gold paint for the outer part of the blade. It has a lot of nice molded details, even down to the symbol on the hilt. And this can, of course, be held in either one of his hands, though by default it's held in his right hand. So that got that going on. Then he also has a pair of alternate left hands, the first being a splayed out and gnarled finger hand, and the other one being the standard ride book holding hand. And of course, those can be simply swapped out by pulling the old hand out of the socket and plugging in the new one. Just like so. Next, let's change Calibur's forms. So the first step is one I've taken care of off camera, which is taking the hands from the Jakku Dragon torso and switching them to the Jaou Dragon torso. As you can see by the joint here, next step is going to be to take the whole upper torso of Calibur and pop it off and switch it out with the one for Calibur Jaou Dragon. Then we'll take the side skirt and remove it and put on this replacement piece, which is just the Hisatsu holder. And finally, remove the Calibur driver with Jakku Dragon and place on this new one. It has Jaou Dragon. And here we have Kamen Calibur Jaou Dragon. Now in this form it gets rid of all the silver, and so the purple and gold become a lot more prominent. Starting off with the head, you got this new unmasked dragon head with a golden jaw, and the eyes now look like flames that's breathing from its mouth. And this is of course the purple dragon from the book. And then we come to the chest armor. Well, it actually has a pretty interesting design where, as you can see, it kind of looks like an opened up book. And we have the 4 golden dragons bursting up from inside it with their heads and claws adorned on the armor. Then also have these kind of spiky gauntlets or attachments on the gauntlets. Not to mention, he now has a full cape. Besides that, the lower body remains mostly the same, with the exception of course, the Calibur driver that now has the Jaou Dragon Wind Ride book molded on, and as you can see, it is quite well molded, as you can see all the details. And, like I said, he just has a single Hisatsu holder on side without the side cape. And the articulation remains much the same. Once again, the shoulder pads are on hinges, though they don't go up quite as far. And the cape is on its own joint. Looking at the two torsos side by side, they almost seem like different riders, but certainly you can see that there are elements that carry over between them, most notably the horn. And in fact, it is packaged in Jaou Dragon form, so out of the box you have to take it apart and switch the pieces to turn it into Jakku Dragon form. But he can still hold his Ankokuken Kurayami, and of course, if you want to, you can switch out the hands for his left hand. And there we go. Overall, this is a great set that definitely takes a page from the Arc 0, Arc 1 set from last year, most notably in the torso swapping and just the general part swapping in order to attain a new form, while also maintaining a good level of articulation. For both forms, they're well painted and detailed, well articulated, and come with just the right accessories for you to get this figure into a wide variety of poses. The one small downside I will say to the set is the cape on Jakku Dragon. Because it's plastic, you have to be careful with it if you're trying to pose them with the cape balanced in a certain way, to where if you have it too far out, it is likely to make him fall over backwards, so you may have to try to either get a stand for the figure, or try to pose him in such a way that his weight forward counteracts or counterbalances the weight that's being used by the cape. And though you may have to get two set, you would technically need to get two of the set in order to display both figures. If you find just displaying one or the other or switching between them, then this is certainly a good set to pick up if you're a fan of Kamen Rider Calibur. Next time I'll be reviewing the Dragonic Knight Wonder Ride book. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRS50, writing off.